Hey everybody, Greg Pruitt here with the Idaho Dispatch. Are live once again. This time, earlier we were in Driggs, Idaho, probably around 300 or so No Kings protesters, and this time we are in Idaho Falls. Let me see if I can flip the camera around. So we are over by the Friendship Garden, if you know where that is in Idaho Falls, and then there are protesters on the bridge on this side, as well as protesters on the bridge on the other side. I'm gonna go try and talk to folks again. Might be a little hard again with the honking and apparently cowbells. But we'll do our best to get you guys pictures of the signs that there are and try to talk to some of the folks. And then after we're here for a little bit, we're gonna go to the Ammon Walmart where there is a counter protest. The counter protesters, I guess, didn't want to do it too close to the No Kings protesters because they, according to the organizer, wanted to avoid confrontation. So with that, I don't know if we're going to be able to walk down the bridge. Excuse me. I don't know if we'll be able to walk down the bridge because it is fairly packed, but we'll try to make our way, get some shots of some signs if we can. We actually did just see a sign that said 8647, which, you know, actually there's several of them right there. There's one right there that has the 8647 on it. Melt ice. Quite a few. It does look like there is probably a way to go down along the bridge there, so anyway. No, I was just looking at the Bonneville County Democrats thing here. Maybe I'll ask them. So the protesters are down there, and you guys can see them on the other side of the road there, and then down the bridge there. So if you're wondering where this is at, again, we're in Idaho Falls at the Friendship Garden, and I wanted to talk to did you get a picture of the one? Yeah, okay. So, given the violence that happened today, you would think that, you know, saying 8647 would not be a sign that they just got coal rolled by someone. I think there's one down here. Oh, okay. Gotcha. I saw another. Oh, there was that one there. Oh, and this one down here.
Anything about what's happening?
Just let me know when you're coming on.
You get her? Take a picture of her? I saw the dog. I was looking at the 8647.
What's it mean?
Yeah, what does that mean?
86 is an old term they used to use with 86 in it. It means throw it away.
Or killing, though, right? I mean, that would be another term.
No.
That's how it's used by a lot of people.
Look it up. If you look it up, the way as old as I am, this is trash with a business. Do we need this? No. 86 in it.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I think a lot more modern term that a lot of people use is for literally.
That's what I told her. I'm not so sure we should be showing that.
And given what happened in Minnesota today, I just didn't know if that was the. Did you guys hear about what happened in Minnesota?
Yeah. Turn it
So, yeah. What's that one?
That's so wrong.
Okay.
Well, stick
Yeah.
that in the other one.
Okay. So what's your guys' main thing with Trump today that brings you out here? Is it any particular policy or just an overall?
Military of
There's a
their own
half dozen
country.
reasons.
Yeah, I don't like his
The parade in
parade.
DC.
I don't like anything
The
about
parade?
It's totally absurd.
What do you mean by that?
So
Or why?
that
Or I
much
guess
money-
why?
I mean, yes, if it was for just the Army, that's a commendable cause. Though the Air Force is so much better. But just
I was
for
in the Army, so I'm gonna have to disagree.
Sorry,
but
she's Air Force. My
That's
husband
okay.
is Navy.
Gotcha.
But it's just a ludicrous amount of money to spend for something like that. So, I mean, it's his money. He can
Yeah.
spend it
It's
how he
technically
wants
our
to.
money. He's using
True.
our tax dollars to do it.
So for celebrating the military, you think that it shouldn't be used to do that?
No, because I just said my daughter is military
Yeah.
right here beside me. So, and we do agree that it is not appropriate to be having this massive, massive parade. So we're trying to do our little bit right here.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Appreciate your time.
Thank you for your service.
Yep. So there are. Alright, we're gonna try to make our way through the bridge, possibly. Yeah.
Okay, we're gonna make our way. Hi, how are you? Not yet. Not yet. And then say good to me.
Alright, so again. We're gonna try and make our way along the back side of the bridge here. If we can. Excuse me. Sorry, excuse me. Alright. Just trying to check out every. So there is a counter protest to this one, but it is at the Hammond Walmart, so we're gonna try and check that one out. After we're here for a little bit, just filming protesters on both sides, trying to talk to a few folks interested. There have been a few 8647 signs. The one lady, sorry for the honking. A lot of anti-ice signs. More anti-ice signs here than we saw at the other protests. People over profits. Probably do is head down to the end of the bridge here and then head over to the other side, unless we can find some people to talk to. Almost there. It smells of skunk, I'm pretty sure. There's a skunk somewhere. Oh, yeah. Okay, so I gotta ask, like, what do we got going on here?
I'm from a different planet, and that planet is Mars, and this took like 8 hours to put on. It was.
You're from Mars?
Yes.
Okay, gotcha. So is that
A little bit.
we didn't know if it was, are you trying to do a play on illegal alien, like you're here illegally?
It's sort of
Is that what you're trying
it's
to
sort
do?
of that. Yes. But mostly I wanted to be an alien.
Okay.
It's the best.
All right. Okay, just curious. Thank you. And what are you?
Well, this is supposed to be a circus.
The circus? Okay.
You didn't see any of the advertisements or anything.
No. Okay. It'll be at this circus. The one in DC. I couldn't see your hand was covering it up there. I got you. Okay. So, what's your guys' main thing protesting Trump? Any specific policies?
Sorta. It's like showing up for America to show like the other side of America,
Okay.
where not everyone is like fascist and awful, and things are kind of going that way. But hopefully we can like, I don't know, work against that in America, create friction.
Okay. Do you believe like most of the people that live in Idaho are fascists?
No, I don't think so.
Okay.
But I think the ones that are more hateful are their voices are more projected. But when like minorities and like those that are typically unheard of come together, it creates sort of like a, yeah, we're here. And America is a good country. It can be, as long as we don't allow it to go to Trump.
Okay. All right. Thank you guys for your time. So we'll cross over and go to the other side, I guess, real quick. So for those just tuning in, we are at the Idaho Falls, at corner of Broadway and River Parkway for the No Kings protest. There is a counter protest at the Ammon Walmart. So we're going to go to the Ammon Walmart here in a little bit, but we wanted to come and just get a couple shots of the crowd, try to talk to a few people or aliens, I guess, and apologize about all the honking. So yeah, that's what we want to do, is come down and just try to talk to a few people, get their thoughts on what's happening. So summit signs, imagine being scared of diversity, they're not dictators. MAGA updated commandments, okay. You shall ignore me and worship the orange donut instead. You shall bear false witness, cheat, and steal every opportunity. You shall commit adultery and grab naughty bits of strangers. One of the more creative signs I've seen. Another 8647 poster. Yeah, the guy was carrying too. Everybody's got a right. Every right. First Amendment right. Second Amendment right. See, here's the problem right here. Honk. They're encouraging people to honk. By the way, you can't hear it. It'll be the falls right behind us. Somewhere we're a little more quiet to try and talk to more folks.
I know, huh?
But leave the back.
Seen a few of the veteran services signs. I don't know if we have to push a button to go on that side or not. What's that? on our way back. We're gonna go across and over one more time. All right, you know what? All right, crossing the road. We're gonna head back over, maybe in the shade a little bit, so my phone doesn't overheat. We haven't seen any traffic being blocked. There's someone that was asking. Yeah. Oh, yeah. Yes, I thought somebody maybe already did, but I guess not. We can kind of get a view of both sides there. We did not try to get a count here. Definitely more people than there were in Driggs, which makes sense. Idaho Falls is a lot bigger area. And there are some down there. There's kind of extends down the sidewalk that way and then down this way. We're just waiting to cross the road again. Just kids. So the only booth we see set up is for the Democrat Party, the Bonneville Democrat Party. Slow connection at times. Overall, as long as I think people remain peaceful, then they have every right to protest, and no matter how much we may disagree with them, as long as they remain peaceful. But I did see one guy carrying open carrying, which was interesting. You typically don't see people at leftist rallies protesting. So far, the only counter protester here was someone that coal rolled the crowd. Some Mexican flags driving by. Handful of American flags. Again, you typically don't see too many American flags at liberal rallies, but they did put out in the No Kings stuff that they wanted, and actually an Idaho flag over there too. They did put out in there stuff that they wanted to have some American flags here, so you see more than you would typically see. I'm trying to find. I want to find. crowd here, I would say. I'm not sure what this gal is saying.
This is humanity.
I'm going to try and talk to this gal, but I didn't want to interrupt.
What were you saying? It was hard to hear earlier. Sorry.
I was saying that this is not a difference between people's political beliefs. It's a difference between your beliefs and morality.
Okay.
It's a difference in knowing where humanity needs to join together. We're not picking and choosing who deserves human rights.
Okay.
Everybody deserves human rights because we're all people.
Okay.
Whether you believe in deportation or not, whether you believe that immigrants here legally or not deserve rights.
Okay. So do you believe that, like, when people come across the border, they should do so legally, or are you more of an open border type
I think
person,
if
or?
there was a legal pathway that people could follow, they would.
Okay.
I don't think people come here illegally. That's okay.
I'm having a conversation.
I don't think people come here illegally
Yeah.
because they want to.
Okay.
I think because there's not an open pathway that they can follow.
Or
I
maybe
think-
an easier pathway or
I
something
think
like that.
people don't understand the hoops that they make people jump through.
Sure. Okay.
And I think that that's the biggest thing. Most people who oppose immigration don't understand the process, the actual process.
Okay.
They always love to say, well, why didn't they do it legally?
Yeah.
Most people here who are being deported tried to.
Okay.
Actually, it's happening now where people who are here legally have been stripped of their legality and then told, you have to leave or we're going to deport you.
Yeah.
Which I think most people don't know that.
What would be your solution if we're going to fix the immigration problem in the United States? What would be your solution ideally?
A clear pathway that makes it.
I know, but what does that mean though? Specifically.
I think that there's a lot of steps that are convoluted and the process is hidden.
Okay.
So making those steps clear and transparent.
Okay. Do you think maybe it'd be making it faster as well to approve permits or something like that? Maybe?
Sure, but that depends on the population that we want to allow into the United States, and that's a whole thing on its own.
Sure.
Could I add something?
Yeah.
I just want to say that they need a lot more immigration judges. There's a huge backlog of court cases, and they were starting to do that before Trump said to kill the bill that they had bipartisanly agreed on before the election. So there are pathways to citizenship.
Did you I guess agree with when President Biden was in office? I mean, there was a lot of people that came across the border that came through and did not go through any kind of process. Do you think that was good to have it like that,
I don't think it was that way. There were processes. He had a phone app, and people were making appointments to see immigration officers. But no, you don't want an open border. Nobody wants that. Democrats, nobody wants an open border.
But I mean, there were like caravans of people just coming across the border and coming into the country.
I think I think that's been hyped up a lot. So I think a lot of it is a talking point that the Republicans have used. There are illegal immigrants, but they do lots of important jobs here, and jobs that people here don't necessarily want to do.
Okay.
So we need to have farm workers and hospitality workers. We need to have immigrants here that will do those jobs. We just need to give them a legal path and control the amount of people coming in, as opposed to stripping away working immigrants and sending them away. He promised to deport criminals. people who were violent criminals, and instead they've got quotas where they'd have to get 3,000 people a day. How can you if you have a quota, you can't individually investigate those people to see if they're violent criminals. That's why they're rounding people up and sending them off.
Yeah, so going back to your, you talked about, let's say, farm workers, for instance. Now, Trump did come out, I think yesterday or the day before, and said, hey, wait a minute here. We were supposed to not be focused on that. So is that something you would agree with him on? If that's the...
Yes, that's good that he realized his mistake. Because that's what it was. He was hasty. He obviously has heard that there are important jobs immigrants are doing, and that a lot of his rural base is farmers, and dairies, and that kind of thing, especially in Idaho. So those people, it's good that he has heard that. If he wants to, in my opinion, if he wants to concentrate on violent, convicted criminals, that's good. But that's not what's happening.
Okay. All right. Appreciate your time. Thank you.
Where is this going to be aired?
It's on Idaho Dispatch, just online. Yep.
Oh, okay.
Yep. I'm an independent journalist, so yep.
Yeah. Okay.
Yep. Thank you. Yeah, if I can. Let's maybe go back where it's hopefully in the shade. All right, so hopefully you guys can kind of hear some of those conversations. It's hard because it's hot. So, and all the horns going, it's hard to hear sometimes. Somebody is asking, did I notice how many elderly people? There was a lot in Driggs, elderly people versus like younger people. There's a fairly big mixture here compared to the other ones. So I would definitely say there's a lot more younger folks here, along with elderly folks. So I don't necessarily know that matters or whatever, but that would be our assessment of what we've seen at both of the rallies so far. So, and I don't know if you guys could hear when I was talking to the young lady with the Mexican flag on her back. A gal came up that I'm pretty sure I recognized from before, and she was like, "He's very much a Republican." Oh, I'm sorry. I thought a protest was for anyone. I didn't realize you had to be a Democrat to attend the protest. So, but it seriously smells like a skunk, doesn't it? We walked up, or as we were walking in, it smelled like a skunk. And I'm not saying it's the protesters. I'm just saying it literally smells like a skunk here. So it's kind of crazy, but. All right, let's maybe try to find one more person, and then we're eventually going to head over. Maybe try to find another person to talk to. What's that? Yeah, possibly. Oh, it'd be nice. Or maybe somebody down here, further down, so that maybe the honking and crap won't be as loud. But it's kind of nuts. Look on the blue shirt. Oh, right there. Well, I know. The music and stuff. So I was wondering if we could go down the sidewalk here. I think you guys can see that sign. It says Vito the Cheeto. One of the more clever signs, I guess. The only, I guess, counter demonstration we've seen so far is a coal roller came through about 10 minutes ago. And other than that, I didn't notice anything. So. All right, so let's see if we can find a note down here and ask. So the crowd has grown since we've arrived because it's gotten further, quite a bit further down the sidewalk here. Just Channel 8 News showed up. I can get around.
That was it.
Trying to find a person with a no king sign. And then, oh yeah, there's a few, so we can just want to talk to one of them about it. But at least, you know, most people will sit there and have a conversation. It's only when we're recognized by people that they'll refuse to even engage once they're like, oh my gosh, they're conservatives. Yeah. Says. I'm talking about these. Oh gosh, there's people. People in the way though, huh? Let's go a little bit further down. Maybe first. Yeah, I don't know why. I mean, I don't know why anyone's wearing a mask other than possibly trying to hide something, I guess. They got no keys. Where's it at? Trying to look on the other side. These people are here, so we go down back down this way and then cross and go back. Sorry. It's okay. We're gonna go do one more interview and then we'll head to the counter protest. Excuse us. I don't know if anybody's crossing or not though. Try and cross the road. I just don't know if just clear a path this way. Good? Let him go. I'll hit somebody.
I like the red one.
Channel 8 News.
Good. How are you?
Good to see you. Good to see an ally here. What do you think of this?
Yeah, it's pretty interesting. We went to the Drake one.
I saw that earlier today.
Oh, was it? A lot more quiet, I think.
Was it?
But the crowd was probably older.
Okay.
And what you're seeing a mixture of here, maybe.
Sure.
So, but yeah.
Any kind of mayhem there while you were?
No, they got coal rolled a couple times.
Okay.
And other than that, we didn't ever find any counter protesters.
Good.
So.
All right. Well, if you see me getting beat up, come back. Okay?
Yeah, we'll do that. We'll see you.
All right, so I was talking to Neil Larson. He's a local radio host here in Idaho Falls. He's heading down all there by himself, it looks like, talking to people. So we're going to go down. We're going to try and interview someone over here. And then it's Channel 8 News. Trying to interview one person here, and then I think we'll head over to the Ammon Walmart to go talk to some more folks. Got a bubble maker. Excuse me. All right. Further down. There's a no war in Iran sign. I didn't see that. One of the few Iran signs that we've seen. They tried. Nice if it didn't honk long enough. Maybe. You guys mind? You guys got no kings signs? Is that what you have? Okay. So what brings you out today? What's your biggest, I guess, is there biggest policy with Trump that maybe you have a disagreement with? Oh, just got coal rolled.
I don't think it is. That one I won't say.
Yeah, they may not want to talk, so that's okay.
There were so many because we were at City Hall.
Yeah. Oh, really?
Yeah.
Yeah, they don't want to talk.
Well, it was like May 1st, and honestly, I live.
Go down here. Talk to a different person. So did you guys have, I saw your no king sign, did you have a specific policy of Trump's that you disagreed with, or just all of them?
I think we're better together.
Better together?
Less chaos, more democracy, more government, rather than threats. It's all.
Okay. Do you think that Trump is like literally trying to become a king, or are you just using it as a metaphor?
I think that it's.
I hope it's metaphorical.
Let's hope it's metaphoric. But everything he's doing is, it's tyranny that he's working on. It's a lack of democracy. He's trying to overthrow democracy, from what I can see, where he's in charge.
So, how do you? So we talk about, let's say, coming together, or is that what our sign said? So I remember, like during the Obama years, the conservatives felt the same way, right? The Obama was a tyrant; he was taking away rights, and so it's almost like whichever president is in office, the people of the opposite party say the same thing about the leader. So how are we supposed to bridge that gap if that's the mentality of Americans on both sides, essentially?
We do need to work together. We need to listen to all voices, and we need to be respectful.
Sure.
Work with the other guys and get it. It's supposed to be a democracy. Rather than yeah, they need to work together better. So that's,
Okay.
and since I think it was Newt Gingrich that came up with, in order to change politics many years ago, he wanted to, vilify whoever he was running against. So that's become part of the script now, and that's
Do you think that comes from both sides?
I've never seen people just being taken off the streets and shoved out of the country or into detention centers for no reason. Be a woman and you've lost so many of your rights, you might be losing your right to vote.
Yeah, I mean, we did that to the Japanese during World War II, right?
Yeah.
Okay. What did you guys think about when prior to President Biden dropping out, Kamala Harris was essentially appointed to run in his stead, right? There was no primary, there was no votes. She was basically chosen by the Democrat leadership to run. I mean, do you think that that's how we should operate, whether Democrat, Republican, or whatever?
That was a pretty tragic situation.
And I think it didn't work in their advantage. It also, I think it was unfortunate circumstances at best. So
Okay. All right. I appreciate your time. Thank you. What's that?
I said, of course we wanted a caucus. Of course we weren't happy about how it happened. But that doesn't dispute what's happening right now with what Trump's doing, where he's ignoring court orders. I mean, you talk about Obama, but I didn't see Obama saying that he won in a Supreme Court decision that he didn't win in. So we could do the whataboutisms, but it's not working.
Yeah. Well, no, I didn't. I mean, her being appointed was not a whataboutism. I mean, she literally got appointed without a single vote.
I think a lot of people disagree with that 100%.
Okay.
But it doesn't matter, because what was on the other side is what's happening right now. And so, unfortunately, we were faced with a decision that we didn't really particularly want to be faced with. And what's ugly about the whole thing is having to be in this situation in general. But the person who's running the country right now is a person who doesn't want to listen to the absolute norms of the Constitution. I don't even think he's read the Constitution, to be honest.
Okay.
And so that's kind of it. But yeah, as a Democrat, was I happy that Kamala Harris was picking that vote for the caucus? But as a Democrat, am I happy that the Republican Party is kowtowed to such a worse Ronald Reagan?
Yeah.
I mean, this guy's like Nixon on crack, you know? And he hangs out with Nixon cronies.
Do you think so?
All those guys are Nixon cronies.
The Democrats and I think even the media right now have said that if you look at at least the end of Biden's term, he was very cognitively declined. I think a lot of people
100%.
saw that.
We've also seen that historically in America. Didn't we? I mean, who was it?
Quite a few presidents have had that.
It's going down. And they also did it for Reagan too, right? Yeah. And they admit doing it for Reagan. So what are we going to do? We're going to keep calling foul and spade about the same things?
Yeah,
that
no, what I'm
everybody
saying
else
is
we're
both sides
asking
are
for
having
change.
the same
We want
problem.
change for this diabolical tribalism, theatrical,
How do you fix it?
situation.
With such a divide, how do you fix it? What do you think? What do you think would be the one big
voting
thing?
for old people. And vote
There you
for
go.
your next door neighbor.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Thanks for your time. Appreciate it. Who's that? Oh. Interesting. You want to see a painting or a picture? All right, guys. Well, I think that'll wrap it up for the event here. We're going to head over to, let me flip my camera back around. We're going to head over to the Ammon Walmart and go check out the counter protest. My guess is it's not going to be this big. I don't know how many people are here, but I appreciate you guys tuning in. I'll be live here again shortly. Go to idahodispatch.com/support if you appreciate the coverage that we're bringing you. And other than that, we'll talk to you guys soon.